Good morning students. Today we will talk about relative clauses which is in our lesson number 19. Okay. Relative clause or adjective clause performs the work of an adjective modifying a noun or pronoun. It is a subordinate clause. It is usually linked with the main clause such as the words are given who, whom, whose, which, whose, that and so on. Example we have sentence number 1. This is Nidhi who was the lead singer in yesterday's show. In this sentence the words this is Nidhi is our main clause. The word who links both the clauses, and from the word who till our show is our subordinate clause. Sentence number 2. He likes any book is our main clause. The word that it links both the clauses. From that till our history is our subordinate clause. Now sentence number 3. This is the girl. This is the girl is our main clause. The word whom links both the clauses. From whom till our Chennai is our subordinate clause. Students, the word who is linking both the clauses. Alright? The word that, here also it links both the clauses. And in sentence number 3, the word whom. It links both the clauses. Now, relative clause or adjective clause performs means it works. It is doing the work of an adjective by modifying a noun or pronoun. By modifying a noun or pronoun means it is altering the noun or pronoun. Now what it is telling? It is a subordinate clause. Subordinate clause never does its work by its own. It depends on others. So relative clause or adjective clause also used to depend on the other clause, that is on main clause. It usually linked with the main clause, just now I told you. So some words you might be seeing here. These words, if you see in the sentence, then you can recognize very easily that it is our relative clause or adjective clause, and where it is our main clause, that main clause you can separate one side and the other side you will get our relative clause or adjective clause. Students, after talking about our relative clauses, we will talk about defining and non-defining relative clauses. Alright? A defining relative clause explains, what is it explaining? Which particular person, place or thing we are talking about. Example we will see. That is an architect who gave a talk at our conference. In this sentence, the special person is our architect, and the word who points or tells something about a special person who is an architect, and that's why it is given as the example of defining relative clause. Now see, that is an architect, not other one. The special, only one architect who gave a talk to our conference. There is a special person. According to this sentence, it is our word given as an architect, and that particular person is being told about. What is told about? That he gave a talk at our conference. No other architect but that special architect who had given a talk at our conference. No other person. Means here, according to this sentence, an architect is a special person. That's why it can be said that it belongs to our defining relative clause. Come to our next point. A non-defining relative clause gives, what it is giving? Additional information which may not really be necessary to identify the person, place or thing. According to the sentence, we have got already the information. Beyond that, extra information if we are getting, then it belongs to our non-defining relative clause. We'll see one example. She lives in a nice house which she designed herself. Again we'll see. She lives in a nice house. She lives where? In a nice house. House is there. Which kind of house? It is a nice house. The information already we have got. But extra information what we are getting, which she designed herself. The house in which she is living, it is a nice house, and that nice house is designed by herself. Already we have got the information that the person is living in a nice house. Another extra information what we are getting? We are getting that she had designed herself. It is not necessary that it should be added here, but it gives us extra information of that house in which she is living. So, if one information is given in the sentence and extra information we are getting of the same thing, then it belongs to our non-defining relative clause. Alright. So like this, we have got two kinds of relative clauses. One is our defining relative clause, in which some special thing we are getting, special information we are getting of any person, place or thing. In our second kind of relative clauses, which is our non-defining, in that information is already given. Beyond that, extra information also we are getting. If that extra information will not be given there, then also we can understand the same things. But in our non-defining relative clause, the information we have already got, but extra information is also there. That's why it belongs to our non-defining relative clauses. Alright? So like this, there are two kinds of relative clauses. One is defining, in which we are getting the special information, and another is non-defining, in which we are getting extra information of any person, place or thing. Alright? After talking the kinds of our relative clause or adjective clause, now we will talk about the position of the relative clauses. The position of the relative clauses is not at a same place or it is not static. What it is telling here? Both the defining and non-defining relative clauses can occur in the middle of a sentence or at the end of the sentence. We will see some example. Number 1. The boy who was running along the platform was waving to someone. Here, in this sentence, from our word who till platform is our relative clause. Which type of relative clause? It is our defining relative clause. Now come to sentence number 2. He was waving to the boy who was running along the platform. In this sentence, from the word who till our platform is our relative clause and it belongs to our defining relative clause. Sentence number 3. My sister who turned 16 yesterday is joining college next year. In this sentence, from the word who till yesterday is our relative clause and it belongs to our non-defining relative clause. Now sentence number 4. Yesterday I met a girl called Linda whose sister studies in my school. In this sentence, from the word whose till school is our relative clause and it belongs to our non-defining relative clause. Like this, it is not necessary that our relative clause will stay in one place in all the sentence, whatever sentence we are using or we are forming. The place of relative clause is not in the same place. It can take its place in the middle of the sentence or it can take place at the end of the sentence also. So, like this, our lesson 19 is over, in which we have talked about relative clauses and then kinds of relative clauses, that is defining and non-defining relative clauses, and then position of the relative clauses. So, we have finished our lesson. So, students, keep on learning. Take care. Thank you.